Yeah.
Good morning.
All right, this is
Mike Cooper, Parish President for St. Tammany Parish, along with Sheriff Randy Smith and St. Tammany Parish Director of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, Clarence Poe. We're coming to you this morning from the Emergency Operations Center here in downtown Covington to give an update on the serious storm, Hurricane Ida, which poses a serious threat to southeast Louisiana and St. Tammany Parish. And as I said yesterday, in advance of this dangerous storm, an emergency declaration has been declared for St. Tammany Parish in advance. Landfall is expected shortly around the Grand Isle, Port Fourchon area as a Cat 4 hurricane with 140 mile per hour winds. The storm will move northerly and affect St. Tammany Parish this afternoon, this evening, and early morning hours tomorrow. We can expect strong force winds, strong wind gusts throughout the day on Monday as well. We're expecting 70 to 80 mile per hour winds and 90 to 110 mile per hour gusts. With that, we can expect extensive tree damage and widespread power outages. We have reports now of over 7,500 power outages in St. Tammany Parish. In addition, we can expect a 5 to 8 foot storm surge along Lake Pontchartrain from Gust Island in Madisonville to the Wrigley's area in Slidell and all points in between, Madisonville, Mandeville, Lacombe, and Slidell. If you live in low-lying areas, you can expect to experience flooding. We know what flooding we experience when we have normal high tides or tropical storms or just hard thunderstorms. This you're going to experience much greater. The hurricane is expected to bring 10 inches or more of rain to our area. And because we're on the east side of the eye, there's a possibility of tornadoes. There's a tornado watch in St. Tammany until 7 p.m. tonight. Yesterday, we opened 2 shelters for the general public. They remain open. Creekside Junior High School in the Pearl River area. It's a general population and electrical dependent shelter. And Lee Road Junior High School north of Covington is a general population shelter as well. You must bring your own food, water, and bedding. But it's getting kind of late to leave to get to a shelter. What else can our citizens expect due to the effects of the storm? Local roadways will be inundated and impassable because of high water and downed trees and downed power lines. Widespread power outages for an extended period of time and inland and riverine flooding. We are monitoring rivers throughout St. Tammany Parish, and most are at current levels below flood stage, but have predicted crest flood stages in the days to come. The Defuncta River near Covington, it's expected to crest at 28 feet, which puts it in major flood stage. That's the gauge at Highway 190 near Goodby, Defuncta River near Covington, in the Goodby area. The Bogafly River at Boston Street, it's expected to crest at 15 feet on Tuesday at 8 a.m. These numbers can change as the amount of rain is determined. The Bogafly River near Camp Covington, that's off of 25 near St. Joseph Abbey and River Road. It's expected to crest at 56 feet on Tuesday morning. which is at critical flood levels. Other rivers, Abita River at Abita Springs, Bogachita near Bush, Pearl River near I-59, and Pearl River near Pearl River. We continue to monitor and will provide information on those rivers as that information is obtained. During and after Hurricane Ida passes, if you're using generators, please use outside only to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. And please avoid sightseeing after the storm, as there may be high water, down trees, and power lines. Help your neighbors in time of need, now and after the storm. We have contact information for our citizens who need to report. 985-898-2323, 985-898-2323. We have stakeholders representing law enforcement, first responders, DOTD, utilities, faith-based, and other agencies that are here to serve and respond immediately. For true emergencies, please call 911. The flash flood watch remains in St. Tammany through Tuesday at 7 a.m. Of course, tomorrow, Monday, we announced closings before. Schools, North Shore Technical Community College, parish government offices, St. Tammany Parish Justice Center, parish libraries, and I'm sure many others will be closed tomorrow based on the effects of the storm. Out of abundance of precaution, Meadow Lake and French Branch Estates in the Slidell area are under a boil advisory, a water boil advisory, due to a power outage. The electric provider is en route to restore power as quick as possible. I'm announcing at this time that I have signed an executive order declaring a parish-wide curfew effective at 12 noon today. It's parish-wide, including all municipalities. While the curfew is in effect, the only vehicles allowed on the streets within the parish shall be those necessary to address life-threatening emergencies, and those vehicles under the direction of first responders and utilities. Please, I urge all of our citizens to heed these precautions, as it will be dangerous. Dangerous winds, dangerous gusts, rising water down power lines. This curfew is enacted out of the public safety, health, and welfare of our citizens. And it will be effective until the danger of Hurricane Ida has passed and a new executive order is enacted to lift the restrictions. And I'm sure Sheriff Smith will provide information regarding the enforcement of that. I'd like to say that we are prepared for immediately after the storm. We have what we call our push contractors on standby. They have mobilized equipment and are prepared to push or remove debris from our roadways, particularly our heavily traveled major roadways, so that emergency vehicles and those that need to be out on the roads and byways are able to move through. Ida relief funds have been set up. I'm just going to give that information now so that we could push that information. The United Way of Southeast Louisiana, their website is unitedwaysela.org/Ida Relief. And the North Shore Community Foundation, northshorefoundation.org. I'm sure people are going to want to support and help those in need, and those are two ways to do so. At this time, I'm going to turn over to Sheriff Smith for his comments. Thank you.
Thank you, President Cooper. This is common sense, folks, common sense, and we need to follow these rules that are being put in place. Let this storm pass. We're expecting flooding down in the lower lying areas of Lake Pontchartrain, again, throughout St. Tammany Parish. Trees down, power outages, and power lines down. We appreciate the curfew. I've been in touch with the mayors, municipalities, law enforcement, fire chiefs, and also all first responders, because we're working together. Once this storm passes, we will be eligible to go out and provide rescues for people who are stranded, trapped, and need emergency services. Once the storm is gone through and it's safe, we will respond to those emergencies. If you need us, call 911. After that, we will do a damage assessment. We will be out and about doing damage assessment, videotaping and taking pictures of the areas most damaged here in St. Tammany Parish. We are here through the duration. If you're at home, stay off the streets. This is very important for first responders when we are trying to provide safety to not only your property, but to lives here in St. Tammany Parish that may be affected from this storm. The worst is among us and should be here in the next couple hours. Again, we are doubled up and ready. We have our high water equipment, high water vehicles, our boats, and other resources available to work with us to provide these safety measures. Thank the media for covering this story, all our first responders, our EOC, and the people of St. Tammany Parish. We know you're going to be dedicated to listen. We've been through this before. We'll get through it. And again, preparing for the worst and hope for the best.